48 countries, 6 continents, 1 World Cup, and somehow most people have absolutely no idea how any of them got there. If you've ever tried to Google 2026 World Cup qualification and immediately closed the tab, this video is for you. Because qualifying for this World Cup wasn't simple. It wasn't fair in the way you'd expect, and some of the spots were decided in ways that would make your head spin. We're going to break the whole thing down in under 5 minutes. No jargon, no unnecessary history, just the stuff that actually matters. Let's go. For decades, the World Cup had 32 teams, clean, familiar, everyone knew it. Then FIFA looked at their bank account and their ambitions and said, what if more? So starting with 2026, it's 48 teams, which means 16 extra countries needed spots, and that meant every single confederation on Earth had to renegotiate how many teams they were sending. Here's where it gets interesting. Think of them like regions with their own leagues, their own rules, and their own pride. You've got UEFA, Europe, CONMEBOL, South America, CAF, Africa, AFC, Asia, CONCACAF, North and Central America plus the Caribbean, and OFC, Oceania, the smallest one, which finally gets a direct spot for the first time in a long time. They were thrilled. Each confederation gets a fixed number of guaranteed spots. Then there's a small pool of playoff spots where confederations compete against each other for the final few places. More on that in a second. Europe gets 16 spots. 16 out of 48. That's a third of the entire tournament going to one continent. Is that fair? Depends who you ask. Europe has most of the world's best clubs, best leagues, best infrastructure. So FIFA's argument is, the quality is there. The qualification format used the existing UEFA Nations League and traditional qualifying groups. Teams played matches across 2023 and 2024. Top finishers went through. Others went to playoffs. In theory, every top European nation qualifies easily. In practice, someone always collapses spectacularly, and the whole continent loses its mind for a week. South America gets 6 direct spots, plus half a spot in the Intercontinental Playoff. They have 10 countries all playing in one giant round-robin league. Everyone plays everyone. Top 6 go straight through. Simple, brutal, no groups, no hiding. Brazil and Argentina, usually fine. The teams fighting for 5th and 6th. Absolute war until the last match day. Africa gets 9 spots this time, up from 5 at the last World Cup. That's a huge jump and a big deal for the continent. African teams went through a group stage within CAF, then knockout rounds, then playoff matches to confirm the final 9. It's a long road. Some of the world's most underrated football happens in CAF qualifying, and almost nobody outside Africa watches it. That's their loss. Asia gets 8 spots plus 1 playoff berth. With 46 member associations, their qualification is genuinely one of the longest, most chaotic journeys in world football. They go through multiple rounds. Early rounds eliminate the smallest nations. Then it gets more serious. The top teams eventually play in 2 final groups, with the top 2 from each group qualifying automatically. 3rd and 4th place go to playoffs. Japan, South Korea, Iran, usually fine. Everyone else, chaos. This is the host confederation, which means 3 of their spots are already taken by the USA, Mexico, and Canada, who qualify automatically as hosts. Beyond that, CONCACAF gets 6 total spots, so they're fighting for 3 more. Their qualification used the nation's league pathway and traditional qualifying routes. Given that the tournament is literally on their soil, the pressure on every other CONCACAF nation to make it home was enormous. New Zealand is usually the big name here. For years, OFC teams had to win their confederation and then go to an intercontinental playoff just for a chance at a single spot. This time, OFC gets 1 guaranteed direct spot. 1, but for a confederation that's been fighting for relevance for decades, that 1 spot meant everything. This is the part nobody talks about, and everybody should. 6 teams from different confederations, who finished just outside the automatic spots, all play each other in a small knockout tournament for the final 2 World Cup places. Think about what that means. You could win your entire continental zone, beat every team in your region, and still have to go to a playoff against a completely different style of football from a completely different part of the world just to make it. In theory, this gives smaller confederations a fighting chance. In practice, it's one of the most stressful weeks in football. 48 teams, 6 confederations, hundreds of qualifying matches played over almost 2 years. Intercontinental playoffs for the final spots. 3 automatic hosts who didn't have to play a single qualifying minute, and everyone else fighting tooth and nail for the remaining 45. Some countries qualified with a game to spare. Some qualified qualified in injury time on the last day. Some didn't qualify at all and are still processing it. That's football. That's the World Cup. And now you understand exactly how everyone got there. The real question isn't how they qualified. It's whether the extra 16 teams actually make the tournament better or just bigger. What do you think? Is 48 teams the best thing FIFA ever did, or did they fix something that wasn't broken? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely want to know. And if this helped even a little, subscribe. We do this for every confusing football topic you've ever been too embarrassed to Google. See you in the next one.